up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Baltimore Ravens. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Right to the air is Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Ravens at 11-3 on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they run the option on second down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Lorenzo Carter. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Over the middle, caught by London. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Rolling to his left. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami. And now the rookie's free. The 30. 20. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
With that down and distance, no real surprise they decided to throw the ball. But I think where the surprise kicked in, the result. Short pass downfield. That ball got taken for a nice journey to turn into a big play.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll run with Patterson, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Another run here with Dobbins. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Darnold completes it, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to it. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground. honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 29, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. These two teams all tied after one. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Faking the give, Darnold. Throw left side, complete. That's Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Running the counter, Patterson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Play action. It's Darnold. His throw incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
And this will complete to Will Fuller. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. They go play action now. Jackson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the 22, Jackson. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Edwards, touchdown, Baltimore. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. It's complete to Fuller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Darnold now to throw. He sets to fire deep. And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams when a mistake happened.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Easy, right?
Now on 2nd and 16, Jackson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Play action. It's Jackson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Dobbins. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it. Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold is going to let this one go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
A good pick. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Now Jackson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Man open is Robinson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tylan Wallace in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Flush to his right. And his throw here is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Again, it's Edwards. And he's got room. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Bateman's got it on the crossing route here. And the Ravens are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
They'll run here with Edwards. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Once more, Edwards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectful.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day three corners end up winding up on special teams and sub packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And they'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.